It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Right back to Brown. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Chase came into the league with some lofty expectations, and he somehow surpassed those through the first 3 years of his career. He's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver, He's a guy they got to find a way to get the ball to in all situations. And he's one of the main reasons why the Bengals offense is consistently among the league's best.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open, it's Chase. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now it's Mahomes again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 19-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota, check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Jordan Addison, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing
Still
that note
down.
on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshibas. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Brown is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now here's Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught by Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to get in for 6. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. A tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Still 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Burrow on play action. Open man is Yoshibas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
False start, offense.
And they'll try again here. 1st and goal after the false start.
11.
And they give to Brown on the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Now Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bengals set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And Chase will go in motion left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 72 yards.
And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down, Bengals.
They give it to Brown.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's a give to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. Right back to Brown. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
11 empty.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.